Hi, everybody. This is Greta from Better People, Better Planet. Welcome to this video where I am joined by the wonderful Tammy, who is here to share with you a little bit about her experience in working with me. And she's been doing the Becoming Your Dream Partner's Dream Partner program, which includes heart bar removal. And Tammy is a wonderful wellness coach. She's an energy healer and a massage therapist. And she's actually also a PSYCH-K facilitator. And she has learned emotion code as well. So she's very familiar with the energy healing work that I do. And thank you so much, Tammy, for coming on here talking to me today.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me, Greta.
Absolutely. So I wanted to ask you, what was the reason why you wanted to do this program? What wasn't working in your life that led to you wanting to do this?
Mainly, it took a lot of courage from within to address the desire to want to do this. Ultimately, I knew that being in the fresh space that I'm in post-divorce, it was really important for me to address every facet of pain or trauma that I could in order to release it and to be open to something even more incredible that is already on its way.
Okay. So would you say that you wanted to get yourself into vibrational alignment with that man you wanted to meet and the relationship that you wanted to create?
I would absolutely say that my energetic point of attraction, I desired that to be on the optimal level. And I believe that is accomplished.
Very good. Cool. So you've been working with me for a while. We did the program and then we have done some sessions afterwards. What would you say it is like to work with me?
I would say it's very easy and effortless. It leaves me automatically feeling better just knowing that I have the appointment in my calendar with you. As life happens, as grounded as I try to keep myself and as centered as I keep myself, it's so beneficial to have you on my side as a support.
That's so wonderful. And I love what you're saying about even just knowing that I'm on your calendar makes you feel better. And I notice that with myself too, when I schedule my appointments with my practitioners, that the energy already starts working before the session.
Absolutely. I know that my wellness is covered when I have something scheduled with you. And then as I go along until the point of meeting with you, things continue to improve so that by the time we do meet, I have a clear head, more focused, and decrease of nervous energy. Because I already trust that I'm safe and comfortable and in good hands that will support me.
Wonderful. So you're a PSYCH-K facilitator yourself and you know how to do emotion code. So what's the reason that you choose to actually work with someone to help you facilitate the process for you?
An outside perspective is really helpful because aside from your level of intuition, aside from my own level of intuition, you're able to give perspective and offer insight that I otherwise might not be able to see, especially if it's in a moment where I'm not as clear as I'd like to be. And it's never a lack, it's never a shortcoming, it's an offering.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I make sure that I have my weekly sessions with my practitioners because, as you say, it's an outside perspective. And when you're in the problem yourself, you might not always be able to see the solutions or help yourself. And that, to me, that sense of being held, someone holding space for you, helping you facilitate seeing your blind spots, to me, that's pure magic.
Absolutely. And then to elaborate it on that a little bit more, although I have the tools within me to utilize myself, I enjoy releasing the burden of maintaining that level for myself. It's your job when I hire you, and I can trust you to do a good job. So I feel freer.
Yeah.
I feel supported.
You're giving yourself that gift. Yeah, that's so wonderful. And how would you say that your life has changed after you started working with me?
Overall, communication skills have improved. Business has improved. Work opportunities have improved. The ability to manifest my desires has improved. And the ability of getting in touch with my desires has improved. I've become stronger in listening to myself, my own wants and needs, and communicating those boundaries and standards. I think boundaries has been the most beautiful gift to convey to people. And there's always a loving intention, regardless of where it's coming from and who it's going to. Right?
That's so wonderful. And I think a lot of people struggle with even knowing their own boundaries and even more with communicating them. And that goes for boundaries and needs and wants as well.
Would you like me to elaborate one difference even more?
Yes, please.
There is a difference, in my opinion, of being nice, and there's a difference between being nice and being kind. Now, niceness implies less boundaries, but kindness implies the nicety to yourself and your well-being first and foremost, and kindly communicating what's okay and what's not okay. So this has made me more calm, more kind, and definitely coming from a place of that self-love and self-worth.
I love what you're saying.
Without being taken advantage of.
Yeah. And the thing too is that when we actually communicate our boundaries to others, it's creating safety for them because they know that they won't be overstepping our boundaries because we have communicated them so clearly. And I love when people do that to me because that creates the safety for me where I know that I'm not going to do anything wrong by them because they will let me know. So that's beautiful. Let me see. How has dating changed?
Dating has become more fun. And I realize now when I'm in the mood to do it or when I'm not in the mood to do it, and I'm perfectly okay either way. I think there's more of fun in dating myself and less reliance on others for entertainment or happiness. I feel very fulfilled. Going out by myself or dressing up for myself or just good self-care. And then in turn, when I date, there's no nerves. There's no pressure. It's already bringing my best self because I'm already at full capacity. And when I need a rest, I take a rest.
I love this.
So dating has definitely, and I can say what I want because ultimately, this is a big factor. Ultimately, there's less holding back and communicating what I want. If I want to eat a lobster dinner or eat at a steakhouse or whatever it is I want, I know that whoever I'm with wants to please me. And by not holding back, I'm making it easier for them to be able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And
would you say that
very well, can I'm just as well taking myself out for a steak dinner, regardless of anyone else, if that's what I want. I get what I want. Okay,
I love that. And would you say that because you're so happy in your own company, you don't really need anyone? Would you say that you would never settle for less?
I would absolutely say that I recognize red flags much sooner And I'm at a level where I can love myself. And ultimately, what I want, if I'm going to be with anyone, it would take them having that love and respect for themselves. And for me to change my status would require a relationship that would enhance my freedom and not hold me back. So I'm in the process of enjoying my own journey, my own freedom, my own uncomplicated path. So I am open to meeting more people who can enjoy that path with me. And when it feels right, I'll know it.
I loved what you said about enhancing your freedom, because I've shared this with you, and I like sharing from my own relationship because I know that I have something rare, and I told you that I feel more free in the relationship I am in than I did when I was single. So I like sharing these things because we are not shown this in our society. If you look at, if you watch TV movies, there's always drama. If you made a reality show out of my relationship, it would be very sweet. Like, you would get diabetes just from watching it. And we have very healthy communication style, and we both feel freer and more empowered and better in the relationship than we did before we met. And we make each other better, and we help each other grow, which is how I think it should be in a relationship. I actually said that when I was single before I met my husband, that if I'm going to be in a relationship, it has to be better than being single. And being single is pretty freaking great.
So I'm so happy to be in that place where you were before you met your Thomas. And it's such a good model. Despite the toothache that I'm getting from the sweetness, I'm enjoying every bit of it. I might need a milkshake to counteract all this sweetness, but I love it. Because it's so true. And when the cup of self-love is filled, overflowing, that gives more to share. And being a visual person myself, or even kinesthetically enjoying the freedom of flying, that person will ultimately be the wind beneath my wings, or the person to install some kind of aerial device where I can fly around. That person would be the support system to enhance my feelings of freedom. And I am absolutely getting clearer and clearer on what that looks like. And in the meantime, nobody less than that is holding me back.
That's so beautiful. You really inspire me, and I admire how good you are with your self-care, taking care of yourself, enjoying yourself with the things that you want to do. So keep up that good work. And is there anything else you would like to add that I have forgot to ask you about?
Just to, again, elaborate a little bit more on the areas that improve family dynamics. Healing those old emotional wounds has brought me closer to some of the relationships that I thought were irreparable.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yes. And
yeah.
It's brought me closer to my values, because family is an important value. And now I have identified it, I'm in touch with it, and I can give not only the self-care to myself, but the care and nurturing to the energies that I want to increase in my life.
That's beautiful. And last but not least, do you have a message for anyone that's considering to work with me?
Absolutely. Greta is worth every cent and more, because her results are produced so quickly and efficiently and effectively. And as I say, as a massage therapist, when I hit a point that's tender for somebody, which is part of the healing process, sometimes the feelings of intensity may increase before they dissipate. And ultimately, they will dissipate. So in the month or 6 weeks or so that I worked with Greta on this particular package, there were a couple of tender points for me. And ultimately, walking away from each session, despite the momentary difficulties, I continued to feel better and better and better while addressing and resolving things that I might have been too scared to do on my own. So thank you.
My divine pleasure. And it's been such an honor and a pleasure to be trusted to hold space for your transformation, which is, it's all you. I've just been here holding space, guiding, asking questions, and I've had the best time doing it. So thank you so much. You're wonderful.
Thank you. It's good company. Good company, part of Sister Goddess.
Sister Goddess. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I really hope that this was helpful for you. And if you have any questions, don't wait. Reach out to me, send me an email, or book your free strategy call if you think you might want to work with me. Then I can get to know you and we can figure out if we're a good fit. And again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.